Bonsick. On our right is Lauren Jensen. We'll start with the state head coach Jim Flannery, just about your trip to Los Angeles.
Well, we were out there in 2018 and played, Iowa and then UCLA. So it should be. I know you have to leave a long time before your game to get to the arena on time because there's no hotels close to UCLA's campus. So that'll be a little bit of an issue. But we're super excited. I think to be in the NCAA tournament is a huge deal. And I think you come out of the conference tournament and we have all this recency bias about just kind of being in the moment. But I think when you gain a little bit of distance, which we have over the course of this last week, and you have some time to reflect on 25-5 and being in the NCAA tournament and the consistency of this team, I'm really proud of them, and they deserve this opportunity. And everybody's good when you get to this, when you get to this stage. So I think we're a pretty difficult team to prepare for in a short term, and I think that gives us an opportunity to be successful. And I know that we'll prepare the right way and give ourselves the best chance to win. And I've been around a long time. The only time that I remember that we played UNLV in the postseason, Rob Sims maybe will remember this, we beat them in the championship game of the NIT, 73-52. So there we go.
All right, questions for anybody?
Coach, have you got a chance to see UNLV yet, especially in your scouting for Seton Hall since they did play them right before conference play started?
Yeah, I did not. I looked at the box score, but I did not watch that game because I think by the time we played Seton Hall, it was far enough removed. We didn't play Seton Hall till January 31st, 28th, I guess. So that was a while back before that they had played. So no, I haven't. I know they have a really good post player, Desiree Young, who's been the Mountain West Player of the Year, and I just know a little bit about him, but I've not watched him. I know they're used to winning. They've been a really good program since Lindy took over, and but we're a really good program too.
What do you guys think of the body of work you put forward in the committee, putting a 7 seed next to your name?
Yeah. I think it's, I think we're better than that, but it's our job to go prove that. That's just the way it is. It's our job to go prove that we not only deserve to be in the tournament, but that we can advance in the tournament. And I think we'll prepare the right way, and we'll be motivated. I mean, but we would have been motivated if we'd have been a 5 or a 6. We'd have been motivated too. So, and I know that I've done the mock bracketing thing. There are procedural things that they have to do so you can be slid a seed line, and if that potentially could have been the case. But we'll be anxious to prove that we belong and that we can advance.
Normally for players, there's not a lot of familiarity with opponents, but I imagine you've seen UNLV quite a bit because of the run-ins with Hannah on that team. What do you know about them? What do you think about the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I watched UNLV 2 times this year now, playing Colorado State with my little sister. I don't know, I think it's going to be a fun game. They've got really good players, but like Flan said, I think we're a really hard team to prepare for when you have such little time to do it. But I'm excited. I don't know if they're going to recognize my last name, but yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game.
Coach, right after the championship game, it was announced that Darnell got new contracted to be the official head coach. Just can you talk about his impact on the league this year coming in?
Yeah, he did a great job navigating a difficult situation, and I think that as disappointed as we were in losing to them, I think when you step back and reflect on what those players have been through and what they achieved, you're happy for them. I mean, there's a place for that in sport. I feel like you prepare the right way, you battle your tail off, and if it's not good enough on that night, you recognize that the opponent did their job, and they did their job all year, and he did a great job with them. And their players are, I think they represent Georgetown as I mentioned, I think they do a good job representing Georgetown. So I'm happy for him. I think it's good for our league.
It's clear
developing for you guys when it comes to how you were seeded as a number 7 seed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow a ton of like this stuff, so I wasn't really sure what seed we were projected to be, but I think any seed that you get in the NCAA tournament is impressive just because there's such little room for error when you're making it into the NCAA tournament. So honestly, any seed that you get is really impressive, and all the teams that are in the tournament this year, including us, should be really happy with the work that we've done. So I don't really know if I have any thoughts about the 7th seed. I'm just excited that we're in it.
Lauren, how much are you guys relishing this chance to have one final run as a group, and how much of that experience do you think plays a factor at this time of year?
Yeah, I think experience definitely helps. You know, we've been in this situation before. It's our 3rd year going to the tournament, and so we'll definitely need to lean on that and just soak in the moment. You know, there's not a lot of people and not a lot of teams that get to go to the NCAA tournament, and so yeah, just being in the moment and enjoying playing together.
Jim, what does it say about this group the first time that you guys are going to the tournament 3 straight years? You know, what they've been able to accomplish and what you have with them?
Well, it tells you that they've been committed to being really good basketball players over the course of a long time. I mean, you know, Emma and Lauren didn't just get here and start working to become great basketball players. They started whenever their goal was, whenever they were first out in a driveway or at a YMCA, and you know, they got a taste of what this sport can provide. They took that and ran with it and excelled at a high level to the point where they got recruited to play Division I basketball. And then you get here and you find out they're, you know, even before you get here in club basketball, you find out there are so many good players across the country, and the competition is really stiff. But to get here and then make it to the NCAA tournament 3 years in a row is one. It's a testament to all that work that all of these players have put in. I mean, these two and Morgan get a lot of credit for how good they are, and they deserve every ounce of that credit. But we are truly a team. These guys care about each other. They support each other in the tougher times, and like I said, their approach is what ultimately probably has made them as successful as they've been, because I feel like they come to practice every day wanting to get better, wanting to win. They're very competitive. These two are as competitive as anybody I've ever coached. They don't like to lose in practice, and that's good. But when they blame the officiating in practice, and I'm the one who's blowing the whistle, it does kind of cause a strain sometimes. But I think they're competitive. They've worked really hard to get here, and then in the face of adversity over time, they've proven their character and just how much they really care about each other.
Kind of the reality this time of the year is that you're playing 40-minute seasons, essentially. You experience the joy of that in 22, and then the other side of the coin last year. How do you manage just that reality that you know that you step on the court and it could be your last time?
I think just trying to stay as level-headed as possible. Kind of like Flan and Emma said, like every team is good, you know, once you get to the NCAA tournament. And so just taking it one step at a time and leaning on our experience, but also trying not to give in to the pressure and the spotlight that's on us, and just do us and focus on the game ahead.